customer master records. So to create the customer master record, the path is over here. I will be going with the T code, that is the transaction code FT01. Moving on to FT01, enter. Now in this case, you can see this is the screen coming up with you. You need to put your company code correctly. Then you need to go to the account group, whether the customer master which you are creating will belong to which account group. So you need to select the account group over here. I need to search my account group, like one I created was finance customer group. So if I want to create the customer master in finance customer group, I will select this. Mind it, you don't need to fill anything on this second field, that is customer, because we have defined a number range to this customer account group, and that number, with the help of that number range, a customer code will be generated for this later on by the system automatically. So you don't need to fill this particular field. Continue. Now it will take you to the next page where you need to fill all the details. You need to fill the title, if it is a company, the name of the company, suppose it is Xerox LLC. You need to fill. Rest of the things are optional. If you wish to fill, you can fill the address, but one thing is mandatory, that is the country over here. So you need to fill the country, which is a must. If you want, you can select it with the list of countries in this software. You can go to see United States is there, so US we have selected. If you want to select the region, you can go to F4 and you can select the region as well. So what region of US it belongs to? Suppose it's belong to Florida. If you want to fill the address, you can even fill the address as well. If suppose the customer name is big, large, and you know a short form of that, so that short form can be filled over here as search term. So that could be Xerox. So this is the first field. Moving down, there are other fields as well. If you remember, when we created the finance customer account group, we made the mobile number mandatory. So if you move down, you will find that over here the mobile number is with this tick mark, that means the mandatory mark. You need to fill the mobile number over here. If you don't fill it, the system will not allow you to create the customer master. So you need to fill the number whatever you wish to. Suppose I filled it any number in it. Moving to the next is control data. In control data, as of now you don't need anything to be filled. However, if you want, you can fill the location, the industry and all, but however this is not needed. Moving to the next is payment transactions. In this you can fill the bank details related to the customers, the country, bank key, bank account, account holder, reference and all. So this is related with the banking details of the customer. Then marketing details, in this tab we'll fill the marketing details. What is the employee, what is its annual sales, regional markets, industry and all. Moving next is uploading points. So these things are not needed. For uploading point is not needed. export data. If the customer is an export customer, in that case you need to fill the export details over here. And then if you know the contact detail of the customer, even you can fill the contact detail over here for the customers for future reference. So once you fill this all on the screen, then you need to go to this company code data, which is a most important part. So moving up to this, you need to fill this reconciliation account, which is very important and you need not miss it. So for this, we created this customer in finance account group. So we need to select the finance custom ledger account, that is the GL reconciliation account. So I've selected that account over here. Anything else you need to fill, nothing is required in this, however, because these fields relate to the different modules. Payment transactions, in this we fill the terms of payment, payment methods, house banks, which bank we will be receiving the incoming payment, and correspondence details, insurance details, if the customer have got any insurance, the policy number, amount of insured, valid, and all. So if you fill these things, then you can go and you can save it and your customer master is created. So you can see you have given a number over here 1000000, 1 6 times 0. So this is your most important code, that is the customer code, by which that particular customer will be identified. So this is how you need to create the customer master. Just in the same way, you can create one more customer in service customer group and proceed. So we created the customer master record. Now suppose, close it. Suppose I need to make certain changes to the master which we have already created. I want to now fill the address. I want to fill more details. At that point of time I didn't have any bank detail or any contact person's detail related to the customer. If I come to know later on for some of the details and I want to fill those details for that particular customer, how can I fill it? So to change the master records, you can go to the transaction code FD02. Now if we move to FD02, enter, you can see the customer over here is already coming. Else, if there could be a lot of customer accounts, in that case you need to go and have to search with this. So as of now in company code 1200, there is only one customer which we just created, so you will find only one. Double click on it and it will be selected. Now continue or enter. Now you can see in the general data records the general details of the customer. So you can see the name of the company, the rocks and all. If you need to fill anything over here, 132 West, house number, postal code, and all. Suppose I made the change details as now, as I just maintained the address for this, and I came to know the name of the person and I just recorded that, maintain that, and now I need to save the data. So in this case the changes have been made. So the same way you can even change the customer master in future any number of times you want to. Now, once you have changed the master data, if you want to display only, you don't need to change, but you just need to display the data. In that case, cross it and we can go to the transaction code FT03, and again you can select the customer here with this option over here, continue, and you can select this particular. You can see the detail are reflecting. Search term is Xerox, postal code is there, your city is already reflecting over here, your company name is reflecting, your customer code is reflecting. So you need to select this, and now going to continue. You can see over here display customer. So whatever details you need to check, you can check it over here. You can go to this company code data as well. This is the reconciliation account which have been assigned to it, and that's it. So this is how you can create your customer account, customer master records, and change the master data and even display the master data. So moving to the next, now we'll be doing the testing, how the customer transactions are done in the SAP system, and we check all our configurations are in place or not. So the very first transaction is posting customer invoice. Now customer invoice can be posted in two ways. One is from the finance and account side directly, and another is from the sales and distribution module, that is sales and distribution department. For booking the invoice from sales and distribution, the transactions are different, which I cannot do, or even accounts people cannot do, that are done through the sales side, and their invoice gets reflected in your customer account directly. But now we will be just posting a customer invoice directly from the finance and account side, and we'll see how the invoice is posted and how the payments are received. So the payment incoming payment process is simple, and only standard process is there, because payment is always received from the account side. So moving to the next is, first is for posting the customer invoice. Moving to this, the transaction code is FB70. So we'll go to FB70. This transactions allows entering the customer invoice in the financial accounting module only. Normally all the invoices are booked through billing from this SD module. It can be used to post the invoices issued in case of claims against damages. We book the invoices in financial accounting module directly only in certain cases. Those cases can be claim against damage caused by the site contractors, selling used furnitures, insurance claims could be there could be some scrap sale to the customers. So these are certain cases where the invoices are directly booked from FI module. So moving up to this, we need to select the customer first of all. So we'll go to F4 key on the keyboard, and we'll select one customer. So my customer is Xerox LLC. I need to put the date, invoice date, and the invoice date could be 08114 you need to put the amount of how much transaction you would be doing.